Well, welcome everybody to the Wild Horse Broadcasting as we get ready for the Final Four showdown tonight here at Martinsville, aka the Paperclip. That's a look at your points leader and last week's winner for the first time this season, Kyle Ethier in the number 8 machine. He comes in tonight with a 10-point lead and also facing Chris Lewis in the Final Four of the Bracket Madness. As on the other side of the bracket, you have Dylan Rosenberg taking on Logan Hamilton. As right now, I do not see Logan Hamilton here, so maybe Dylan's going to get a free pass into the finals next week at Phoenix. There's a look at tonight's race sponsor, Dalton Wilson, in the number 99 machine. Tim Averill in the 19 rooftop. Bar and grill. See, it loops it around there on the front stretch. And Craig Martin's ride tonight. I don't know if I should say it or not, but as you can read, it says your mom. Craig's looking to back up last week's top 3 finish. He gets a podium finish here in TI Racing. Next thing you know, he's got a new car. There's a look at number 91, Dylan Rosenberg. It's like I said, he might have a bye to the Final Four tonight. There's a look at number 7, Joshua Dunn. All right, as we got about another minute here of practice, take a look at the top 5. Dylan Rosenberg out front with a 19.285, almost 0.2 faster than second place, Kyle Ethier. As you see there on your screen, Joshua Dunn, he's sitting there in third. Tim Averill fourth, Dalton Wilson fifth. Cornwell's barbecue sauce, the triple deuce right there of Randy Cornwell. The Cornwell barbecue sauce camera. All right, that's going to wrap it up for practice. Randy pulls off. Kyle Ethier able to stay third there. And here comes the 20 car Colby Wells. He's sitting on pole. He's back to his usual Home Depot scheme this week. Here comes Steve Melnick in the number 1 car. He said he's also number 1 in most of your hearts. Unfortunately, he's not number 1 on the speed chart. He's third. Sean Lester sporting a Dale Earnhardt paint job here. Come on, Sean. Do it for Pop Pop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. He buries the right front into the wall. Moves Sean up to 12th. As here's Dalton Wilson with his qualifying attempt. As everybody's made an attempt besides Chris Lewis. This looks like Chris is going to take a provisional here. He's going to start 13th on the field tonight. as we take a look at the starting lineup here, Dylan Rosenberg was able to edge out Kobe Wells for the pole position. Joshua Dunn starting third. Tim Averill fourth. Randy Cornwell in the triple deuce starting fifth. Steve Melnick sixth. Craig Martin seventh. Mitchell Mark eighth. Dalton Wilson ninth. Kyle Ethier for a real shitty performance starting 10th. Daniel Giroux 11th. Sean Lester 12th. Chris Lewis rolling off 13th. Feels about ready to roll off here as we get ready for 125 laps. Jen Ford here at the Paperclip. Looking for these first few laps. It'll be a little bit hairy. Hopefully everybody gets spread out and settled down. Take off. Dylan Rosenberg holding that low line. Cornwell's trying to put up a good fight there on the outside. Gets a little bit loose. Just a little bit. Joshua Dunn working there on the inside. Colby's able to get down in line. Get a second spot. Colby Wells. Yellow flag is out. That's a mark into the back of the 111 of Chris Lewis. Tough luck for him. Then Sean Lester gives him a little bit of a kiss there on the left front. So he's got a good bit of damage from that. Bump and run there. Pretty much kicked down the damn door. See Chris bringing that car down. Got some work done. Now he's heading back out. Mitchell's nose caved in. There's a look at the late edition of 92, Daniel Giroux. Kyle Ethier with a little bit of a pit strategy move there. I believe that's the last time he plans on pit tonight. As the defending race winner of this race, I gotta agree. It's probably the winning strategy right there by the 8 machine. Alright, lights are off on the pace car. As Dylan gets ready to fire this field off one more time. Good jump. Josh tries to fill that hole there in second. He gets on the berm, gets a little bit loose. That's going to give Colby all the room. Go a little bit more. See what happens here. Dalton gets into the back of the 22. Causes a checkup. Kyle gets spun. He gets smacked by Melnick. Here we go. Cautions breed cautions. Chris able to avoid any damage there. Might have flat spotted his tires. That's about it. This looks like Randy got a little bit floored up more than Dylan was anticipating. You hate to see it happen. Pace car brings it in one more time. Dylan Rosenberg is about ready to bring it into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. Dylan fires off. A little bit of wheel spin there by Colby. Josh gets down there. This time Josh stays off the berm. He has a good run off of 2. He's neck and neck with Colby Wells as they go down to turn number 3 and 4 here. Got a little bit looser. Now they fall into single file here. Colby Wells looking for the lead. little low on Dylan there. Your mom's riding in fifth right now. Top five, Dylan Rosenberg, Colby Wells, Joshua Dunn, Tim Averill, and your mom in fifth. See, Colby gets a little bit loose there off exit. Once again, Colby's just getting loose. Just trying to burn through them tires. Josh looking to enter in high and try to cross down low, get a run off exit. Showtime racing out front for the 91 car tonight. Time for the Selena 52 truck stop. Up crankers, crank it up. Never mind, it never fails. Never fails. Yellow flag is out. Ooh, Dalton Wilson and Daniel Giroux. Trying to see if something happened beforehand to cause that, or what that was all about there. As the yellow flag is out for Dalton Wilson, getting into Daniel Giroux and sending the hot dog stand. Hey Daniel, while you're there, why don't you pick me up one of them famous Martinsville hot dogs, please? Your biggest mover of the race, the 111 car, Christopher Lewis. As him and Kyle are fighting it out to see who takes on Dylan Rosenberg next week at Phoenix. As we get ready for another restart, as the pace car pulls in, Dylan Rosenberg is going to bring him into the restart zone. Green flag's out. Josh fighting there for the second spot there. He gets a good run. Colby's able to edge him out there on the outside. Colby runs in hard. Locks up the left front a little bit. Caution flag. One more time. Ouch. Looks like Sean gets on the berm here. Gets loose and overcorrects it and just pancakes the driver's side right into the wall. He's fighting for it. This time he knows he's screwed. Bam! Hard impact for Sean Lester. Dylan Rosenberg out front, followed by Colby Wells. Joshua Dunn, Tim Averill, your mom in fifth. All right, field starts getting lined up. One more time for a restart here. As you see, Sean's trying to catch up to the field there. Tag on to the end. Gonna be a lot of hurt cars and hurt feelings tonight with this race. We haven't even got to the positions that actually matter. Dylan bringing into that Geico restart zone. He gets a good restart there. Scoby's looking to go on the outside here. See if he makes something work here on the outside leader. Josh trying to keep him there on the high side, see if he can make a pass, but Cody wants to lay down. Cody's starting to get freight trained there, everybody on the inside. Joshua Dunn up to second. Up there on the marbles. Nice bunch of position. followed by Joshua Dunn. Keeps blinking in and out. Cody Wells behind them. Tim Abel in fourth. Craig Martin9. Chris Lewis sixth. Kyle Ethier trying to get by Chris. That's the battle of face Dylan next week to become the PI Madness Cup winner. Sponsor Dalton Wilson getting by Daniel Drew. Rose for 10th, which is 92. Does get back around. Try it one more time, see what happens. Time for the sling of 52, hog cranker. Crank it up. As you see Kyle get in the back of Chris Lewis there. Up. As soon as we come back, yellow flag. The accordion effect once again. Mitchell gets turned around, tries to go backwards. All that just to smash the rear end anyway. The race off of pit road between Chris and Kyle there. Kyle's going to leapfrog him. It's going to shake the field up with 75 laps to go. Lights are off the pace car once more. Here's your leader, Dylan Rosenberg. Outside him, Joshua Dunn. The 20 car starting third. Tim Averill, fourth. Craig Martin, fifth. Kyle Ethier, sixth. Chris Lewis, seventh. Steve Melnick, eighth. Daniel Giroux, ninth. Dalton Wilson, 10th. Sean Lester, 11th. Randy Cornwell, 12th. Mitchell Mark, 13th. Some pace cars in. Dylan Rosenberg ready to bring him into that Geico restart zone. Let's see if Josh tries to make anything with the new tires on the outside. Oh yeah, Dylan's going to get eaten up here by everybody. Oh, Josh locks it up, gets loose. Yellow flag is out. Everybody's checking up. Down the backstretch here. Steve launches off the curb and just gets into the back of Chris there. As they both go spin around, Dalton Wilson tries to go there on the outside. Does he get by without any damage from the wall? Ooh, ever so slightly into the wall there. Josh is already back to 6th spot there as he went for the lead, locked it up going into 3 and 4, shoots it up. Then thankfully for him the caution came out, or he probably would have dropped a few more spots. Puts the old purple parrot out front, followed by Dylan Rosenberg, Tim Averill, Kyle Ethier up to 4th, Craig Martin 5th. Joshua Dunn fell back to 6th. Daniel Giroux up to 7th. Dalton Wilson 8th. Chris Lewis 9th. Mitch Mark 10th. Steve Melnick 11th. Sean Lester 12th. Randy Cornwell 13th. Purple Parrot ready to bring him into the restart zone for the first time tonight. He fires off. Tim Averill trying to fill in that hole, get 2nd spot. Dylan Rosenberg has a good restart. He's able to file in right behind Colby. Kyle Ethier looking to make a move here. Craig Martin has Joshua Dunn on the outside of him. A little bit of accordion effect there. He caught the curve. Your mom keeps it rolling. Caution flag once more. Melnick gets into the back of Sean, turns him around. Parks him right there on the exit of 2. Yellow flag out. Once again. This is going to make up for the past few weeks. We've gone green with no issue. Purple Parrot out front, followed by Dylan Rosenberg. Tim Abril 3rd. Joshua Dunn back up to 4th. Craig Martin 5th. Daniel Giroux 6th. Dalton Wilson 7th. Chris Lewis 8th. Steve Mellick 9th. Mitchell Mark 10th. Kyle Ethier pitting. It's a bold strategy caught. See how that plays out. Randy Cornwell in pit run. Sean Lester getting a little bit of damage fixed. All right, Colby's going to bring him into that restart zone one more time. Right along with Joshua Dunn as the flag drops, Colby takes off. Tim in the rooftop bar tour as they're fighting for second spot. And then Dylan make a little bit of contact. Oh, they lock it up. That leaves room for Joshua Dunn to get in. Joshua Dunn, who locked it up, who dropped back to 6th, is now back up to 2nd. Let's see if he has anything for the Purple Parrot. Tries to run him down. And the yellow flag is out one more time. Daniel's caught a piece of that curb. Once we go down here to 1 and 2. Gets a little bit loose. Lewis finishes him off. Turns around. 360. Yellow flag is out.
the way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-786.
All right, thank you, Cornwell's barbecue sauce. Foley's caution, starting to get a little bit hungry. Kyle Ethier back on pit road. I'm starting to really think Chris Lewis is putting some team orders in. Chris tells him, you got to pit, you got to let me win. I got to go on next week to Phoenix. I know you heard this one before, but lights are off on the pace car. Purple Parrot's going to bring him into the restart zone. Joshua Dunn back there on the outside. Let's see if he can make something happen. Here in TI, they don't have to wait till the restart zone. Colby takes advantage of it. Got Josh sleeping. Mitchell almost rear-ended your mom there. Chris is just wrecked and yellow flag is out one more time. It's too much power for me. He couldn't handle it coming off the turn. Gets loose and loops it around. It's the only time he's got to do donuts in front of the crowd. So much for them team orders. He just gave back the battle to Kyle. 50 more laps to go. All right, let's see if Josh sleeps this time on this restart. It's Colby Wells getting ready to fire off. With under 50 laps to go here till the finish of this race. Dylan Rosenberg in third. Tim Averill fourth. Craig Martin fifth. Mitch Mark sixth. Colby waits this time. It's allowing Dylan to get a good run there in second. Carry that momentum. They're on the outside, so it puts him back up to second spot. Let's see if he chases down Colby. And once again, the yellow flag is out. Two cars going through the same real estate there. Sean tried to come down. 92 was there. Brings out the yellow for, I think, the 23rd time tonight. All right, we're ready to fire off one more time here. Logan and Josh run it down into 1 and 2. Lap 83 and 125. Dalton Wilson has made his way up to third spot there. Give that spot to Kyle. Just want to get there on the inside. Tim gets it. Tim's looking to get by him. Out front's Purple Parrot starting to get challenged by Joshua Dunn. Josh is able to roll the corner a lot better than Colby is. Ooh, Craig Martin. Ooh, and Mitchell. Some squirrely action going on here in the back. 35 laps to go. Colby Wells out front, followed by Joshua Dunn. Dalton Willis and Kyle Ethier. Tim Averill, your top 5. Josh is right there, trying to get by the purple pair, applying pressure to the rear end. Some say Colby enjoys that type of pressure. Really thrives under it. Dalton Wilson runs it in, then runs it high. Tim Averill was able to get by Kyle for 4th. Strong showing for TI Racing tonight. Right along with second place Joshua Dunn as he tries to get by Colby Wells there in the 20 machine. He's tried everything besides just running in there and moving them. As Colby gets loose, that's going to open up the door here. Joshua on the inside. They got a piece of that curb. Oh, Colby loose again. Colby's ass dancing all over like he's at the Purple Parrot on the dance floor. Joshua Dunn able to get by, clears him. You see, Colby locked up that left front once again. 24 laps to go. Joshua Dunn out front, followed by a Purple Parrot. Dalton Wilson in 3rd. Tim Averill, 4th. Dylan Rosenberg, 5th. Kyle Ethier, 6th. Craig Martin, 7th. Randy Cornwell, 8th. Mitchell Mark, 9th. Daniel Giroux, 10th. Christopher Lewis, 11th. Steve Melnick, 12th. Sean Lester, 13th. There's Josh able to open up that gap over second spot. Colby's trying to hold off Dalton Wilson here. As the field gets by Sean Lester there, puts in the lap down. Actually shocking around enough green flags to put somebody lap down right now. Laps to go, and the battle's heating up here for second spot. Returning 20 car to 99 and Dalton Wilson. Dalton pulling over there. That allows Tim to get up to third there. The pride of Paw Paw, West Virginia. "17 laps to go. Joshua Dunn out by 2 seconds over second place. Purple Parrot, Colby Wells. Followed by Tim Averill in third. Dalton Wilson 4th. Dylan Rosenberg 5th. Yep. Make Dalton Wilson 5th. Dylan Rosenberg 4th. As Tim was able to get by Colby there for second. As Dylan's going to look to do the same thing. Oh, and Dylan punts the Purple Parrot. That is not going to go over well. Probably like a fart in church. You just hate to see it. Two competitors running hard. Looks like Dylan gets in there a little bit hot, starts sliding just a tad. Gets into that left rear and just turns Colby right around. Then Dalton tries to get low to avoid Dylan, and right there's his teammate. T-bone dinner for 2 at the Purple Parrot Bar and Grill. Holy shit, did he just nail him. Purple Parrot just putting the rubber on. He's going to be coming hard through the field with a vengeance too. As Kyle Ethier has somehow found his way up to the top spot. We're going to have TI racing and Showtime racing on the front row here. It's Kyle Ethier and Daniel Giroux. Steve Melnick would be third. Joshua Dunn will be the one starting fourth with fresh tires. Dylan Rosenberg will be sixth. Colby will be 10th. Kyle's going to try to steal one tonight. 11 laps. Can he hold on to it? Or will it just be caution, caution, caution? Kyle fires off. Caution number one. For some reason, we started 3 wide back there. Well, and then the purple parrot just threw his pecker right in there and wiped out 2 cars. They knew the purple parrot had a thing for your mom. Yep, without a care in the world, just drove right through the 1 car. Guess that's one way to get your spots back. And just like that, I believe we're going to probably dive into the madness of TI. Oh. Steven apparently not happy about that. No one can really blame him. Boy, did I call that or did I call that? I thought maybe Steve was coming for round number 2 there. I can only imagine Colby's going to try to get to the 91 as well. I mean, you know what car we're going to follow. The Purple Parrot's probably going to try to do it again. Field takes off. Kyle and Josh beating and banging with each other. And another caution. was looking for Chris. I don't even see him in Discord. Oh, this one is going to get feisty. Hey, Casey.
Hello.
What do you think about this?
This is a joke.
Yeah, I mean, these final few laps, they've gotten a little bit crazy here.
They're going to ship Josh here and finish 1, 2, 3 and think they did something, so. We're sitting here in the pit box. We're going to sit around and see how it winds out, but yeah, this is no other way to call this one.
Sort of what I was thinking too here. Just watching this all unfold.
That 7's going to end up with the same fate he suffered at Watkins Glen last season.
Who's your pick to win it?
Probably Colby after he cleans him out.
I mean, I imagine people down at Purple Parrot probably going nuts.
Well, they might not get the chance. That was a good restart. He's running away from them boys.
Josh wasn't waiting for it.
Is Colby going to pull the Chastain here, though? That's a big question. He's probably going to have to if he wants a shot at the win.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he just drove right through him to try to get it to it.
Well, he's done it before tonight, so. Oh, he sells there in turn 1. No, he's not going to have the opportunity.
Nope. Well, that's going to give Joshua Dunn the victory tonight. Followed by the Purple Parrot. As apparently he has an issue with Joshua too. Oh, and your mom bangs the 20.
0 for 2 for the night.
Oh, Discord is going to be lit tonight, Casey. All right, Casey, thank you for joining me there. I'll let you get back to your team because I know you guys got some things to go over.
Yeah.
All right, for your full results here, we got Joshua Dunn first, Colby Wells second, Kyle Ethier third, Randy Cornwell fourth, Craig Martin fifth, Mitchell Mark sixth, Chris Lewis seventh, Dalton Wilson eighth, Sean Lester ninth, Tim Averill 10th, Dylan Rosenberg ends up 11th. Daniel Giroux and Steve Melnick round out your field. And that means next week for the Bracket Madness, you will have Kyle Ethier facing off against Dylan Rosenberg. Third place, Kyle Ethier. You got Cappy.
I do.
So, Kyle, what the hell's going on out here?
Well, as you well know, Bo, these Martinsville races can get a little out of hand. That was awful. I guess in the end it helped me because I stayed out there and got third on the old tires. I was pretty shit all night, but yeah, that was some. I wonder how that looked on the broadcast because that was
Like shit.
Yeah, that's probably how it felt. It felt like we were pacing for about 100 laps. Yeah, I mean it was your typical. Could you expect anything less from a TI race in Martinsville?
There towards the end, it just became careless and people driving through each other. Complete shit show.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. That's what it looked like. I mean, I hate to say that's kind of what it was all race. I mean, I think the end was worse between Colby and Melnick there, but I mean, all race dudes were just sending it in or trying to not send it in and just wrecking themselves. And it was a pretty sorry display, if I must say so.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty safe to say that we'll never see this track back on the schedule again.
Yeah, special shout out to Dalton. I think Dalton bought this, so yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, it should have never graced the schedule, and it certainly does not deserve to grace the schedule again. I think we may have had more cautions this time than last time. I don't know about that for sure, but it felt like it.
I can tell you this: I lost track, and there towards the end, like I said, it no longer became a race. It just became people stepping, just people being assholes completely.
Yeah, that's kind of looked like an Xfinity Martinsville race a little bit, but maybe but Xfinity ARCA race if it was or Xfinity race if it was all the ARCA drivers, I think it would have been perfect.
The only thing I really doesn't set well with me is the runner-up wrecks half the field and finishes second. I mean, most leagues, if you drive like that, you get EOL, but.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what went on there between them, but yeah, I don't even know how he got back to second with all that damage, to be honest with you.
He
but
drove through everybody. I mean, if you wreck everybody,
yeah,
you'll get it.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was up there. I guess you could say he and Josh kind of were up there all day. Dylan should have been up there too, though. But I don't know. I mean, I can't speak to everybody else, but Josh seemed like he ran a pretty clean race. I thought I did. I got into Josh a little there, but I had old tires at the end. I was not trying to wreck him. That's for sure. I don't know. I feel like me, him, Randy, and Craig were like the only drivers who kept it clean all race. But I think Randy got himself checking. Or no, he got turned checking up for that. I don't know. It was a big mess. But yeah, shout out to Martinsville. Great facility. Great place.
Yeah, one good thing about Martinsville is I know Discord will be lit tonight, and Colby and Steve are going at it.
Oh boy, yeah, I can't wait to see it. It's been a while. We need the bitch ring back, you know, Bo. We do for situations like this.
Get on the broadcast. They can talk it out.
I think that's a great idea. Honestly, that's probably the best idea. Just let them go at it and settle it. Let the fans know they've settled it. You know, if this was real life, we'd see them fighting on pit road right now. You know, I know the camera crews went home already, but the folks are still here. The microphones are still here.
Well, go ahead and give a shout out to all your people there, Kyle, as you face Dylan Rosenberg next week in the finals at Phoenix.
Oh yeah, shit. I'd forgotten about the bracket with this mess. To be honest with you, but yeah, should be a fun one, I guess. Ti versus Showtime there, and yeah, shout out to Ti. Shout out to my teammates. I want to shout Chris out, but you know, with a race, I wish we didn't race Martinsville. Chris, that's my message to you. But yeah, shout out to the team. Um, Shout out to Josh on the win. I can't believe I got a podium, so I guess shout out to that. And hopefully Phoenix is not as messy.
Oh, I have a feeling it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath.
So do I, and it worries me because cautions there are just going to take even
I
longer.
called during the broadcast. This would be the start of the decline once again.
Yeah, I mean, I thought honestly, smallest field of the year. I thought maybe we could do this thing with like a couple of cautions tonight. But boy was I wrong. I mean, I think this might be more cautions than we've had in the last two seasons combined. So
fucking both, buddy. You and
yeah,
me both.
I really am speechless. I mean, it really was one of those where it's just like, can this thing just end already? Get us out of here.
All right, Kyle. We'll talk to you next week, buddy.
All right, yeah. Hopefully it's better one next week. See you out in Phoenix.
Joshua, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. How's it going?
Oh, it's been better, but from one Martinsville winner and grandfather clock owner, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Man, I won't say much about the race. I think Kyle summed it up pretty well there about how much of a shoe show that was. It was wild, and that was sort of the strategy, man, going into it. Just try to stay clean.
Yeah, you lucked out because that first time you went to go take the lead, you locked it up going into 1-2 and took it high and fell back to 6, but you're able to recover from there.
Yeah, we had a good group there at the top five with Kobe and Dylan. We were running well, and I was able to clear them off turn two on a restart, and absolutely missed my braking zone. And I genuinely thought it was over. I thought I was in back the car on the wall, but somehow I was able to straighten the car out and stop it before it hit the wall. And so I was like, all right, cool. I'll take a sixth right now and we'll try to work our way back up. And as you saw, caution after caution.
Yeah. I sort of had a feeling that's what was going to turn into, and sure enough, it did.
Yeah, yep. It was part of the strategy, though, stay up in the top five. And I know I'd listened to Kyle's interview, and he got tight there on one of the restarts, pushed me to the track a little, and it was frustrating. But I knew what had happened. So, but overall, great race, a lot of fun at Martinsville. But man, it's hard to race around here. You just gotta stay in control, and it's hard, but a lot of fun.
Yep, definitely a good night for you. That's what, your second win and first win of the season?
Second win of the season. Got
Second.
one and third overall. Yeah.
That's a good showing for CFT tonight.
Yes, sir. It was a great race. It was nice to see Sean out here finally. Haven't seen him running around in a while, so hopefully he can get some more races in and not be so tied up with RCR. And we'll see. We'll hopefully see him next season more.
I hope Pop doesn't see this broadcast, especially after Sean pancaked the 3-car right into the wall.
Well, I'm sure he meant no disrespect.
Pop might be asking somebody to hold his watch for that one.
You never know. Well, there's a few gentlemen that probably want some watches held for them. My God, I heard there was some calamity in the back.
It was a straight up war zone. People just driving right through each other. Yeah. Somehow the second place car, I don't know. There's some shenanigans going on there, but that's TI racing.
Yeah. Well, at any rate, it was a good one. And next season or next race, we got what, Phoenix? So is that the old Phoenix or the new Phoenix?
I want to say, since it doesn't say Legacy, I'm going to say it's New Phoenix.
New Phoenix. I don't think I've driven the Gen 4s there, so that'll be a fun challenge. It will probably drive like a short track, so you might see a little more caution flags like this tonight.
Yeah, who knows? It could be interesting to see how the season finishes out next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, Josh, go ahead and give a thanks to all your people, man.
Yeah, just shout out to my crew chief. My pops popped in and wanted to play crew chief tonight, so he's helped me with the strategy. So shout out to him on that. Shout out to CFT, Sean, and having the team here. Chris, Bo, you guys doing the broadcast and having the league. Kyle too. I always forget to mention him. I know he's an admin, so I want to give him due credit. So thank you, everybody. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Take care.
All right, you as well, Josh. Congratulations once again.
All right, guys.
I was going to pour a little bit more fuel in the fire and have Steve come up here and give him an interview. But I think I'm just going to let that one go for right now. All right, everybody. We will see you next week at Phoenix for the season finale of this season. As Kyle Ethier's looking to go back-to-back seasons with a championship and also win the TI Bracket Cup. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you next week. See you next month.